Alrighty, hello everybody. So, today's a little bit of a sad day. We're gonna say goodbye to this world. Not because I actually wanted to say goodbye to this world. It's just getting really hard to film, gameplay for this. It's getting really hard to film gameplay. It's getting really hard to stream on this world, and not because the game's, the streaming quality is gonna be bad or any. Well, actually it is. But we're getting too much lag spikes. And by that I mean we are getting, whenever I teleport or move too quickly, there's too much stuttering. So we are going to say goodbye to this world, and this is going to be kind of a send-off video. I've never actually made one of these, so it's going to be a full tour of where we started to where we are right now. And probably a montage too to go with it. When we first laid eyes on this part of where we set up our world, to where we are now. Maybe a little montage at the end, because I guarantee I cannot make a 30-minute video of this. Alright guys, let's get started. So, actually all started when I was running around just trying to find a place to build. None of this was still like completely uneven. There was water there, water flowing all over the place. I saw this and I thought, this is going to be my oasis. This is going to be mine. So, that's what I did. I created this as my oasis. And I find it very... See, that kind of lag spike, where it's just like, struggling to load. So you're going to see a lot of that. Like, see, when I'm not looking at, like... I'm not sure if it's water or what's actually causing it. But something is definitely making it hard. So, let me just see if... Nope. It does slight improvements, but not really anything good. I'm wondering, can I turn off particle effects? Particle effects, I think we have that set to max right now. Decrease. Let's see if that helps. It actually does help a little bit. Not really, though. We're still getting... It's specifically the miners that actually... I want to honestly say it's these. It's the mechanism machines. I think they're causing a lot of the lag spikes, but hey. So, and actually, it's so crazy that it all just started in this room. This is the first section, and this actually, the entrance to our little back spot used to be right here. Yeah, the machine's all crammed tight in here, and just look at the way we have expanded. I think our next expansion was this room. We had a bunch of the latex processing units right here. We then had oak. We then had our blast furnaces back there. Not our blast furnaces. What are they called? Our coke ovens. Not coke ovens. I forget what they're called now. Coke ovens. Yeah, there are coke ovens. I'm just stupid. And then it slowly expanded into down here, into where the blast furnaces used to be that we've completely scrapped now. Now just have big old processing. Then we did farms. That's kind of understandable. I remember creating this room. Creating this room was a challenge. It was so unique to go ahead and actually try, because this actually... It used to be completely... It was like an underground mine-like section. And so I had to go and just completely try to mimic it. And because part of this, actually, there was a open space up here. So I had to mimic it. And it was just something I was not used to, trying to take a natural formation, turn it into look like something I created. So yeah, this definitely was a lot more of a challenge than I ever thought possible. Then we realized that halfway through the development, nope. These machines, this machine actually needed flint or oxygen. So then we had to go and make the gas room where we just basically went through and created a bunch of different stuff to try to utilize the system. Then we started our oil. That was fun. Actually, that really was fun. Doing oil mining and then going from oil to now liquefied coal, all just trying to supply power to our insane power system we've created here. And then we went to reactors, which was nice and easy up here. Producing a ton of power, struggling, not gonna lie, struggling, trying to produce power for those things. And then we also did the mob farm. Mob farm was always a bit of a challenge, but it gave us pretty much everything we needed. A lot of the resources from mobs and stuff was easily created from here. Gave us a ton of mob XP. This actually just started off, this is the funniest thing about this room. This room started off as just a section of space I had that I did not know how to utilize. So I was like, oh, we'll just throw random stuff in there. We'll just throw processing stuff in there. We won't really make it, we'll keep the wires exposed. And it eventually grew into its own crazy machine room that I had to survive with. I created something pretty cool here, I thought. It started off as one thing that I then took and made something I thought was pretty freaking epic. I did like all the little areas we had for it. The crude oil, the fact that we even got real crude oil, was always pretty cool to me. So yeah, a lot more was done than I ever thought I would do. Learning new things like about Project E, I always just considered it a cheat item that I would just use to kind of help make the videos go along better, but actually turned into its own awesome machine work. So yeah, I would say, I think I learned a lot this season. I actually touched environmental tech, which I never thought I'd actually touch. I didn't touch environmental tech, which is just something I was just like, yeah, it's something, who cares though. But no, it actually grew into something pretty epic. Same thing with, I mean, heck, I made a Mark III. I didn't even think I'd get to Mark II. Definitely makes me want to go all the way to a Mark VI. Well, Tier 6. But it's just something that I think I learned a lot. I hope you all did learn a lot this episode too, with the series. Because that's always the goal with what I do, is I never go, my job is not to set out to just make a fun, that's part of my job, is to go out and make a fun entertainment thing. But it's also, I want to teach people. I feel like modded Minecraft has a ton of people that play with the mods and do crazy stuff with the mods, but not a lot teach you it. So it's something that I definitely choose, that I want to teach you how to use these mods. What's the best way to go about them? But also, you may think I'm stupid the way I go about it. Why don't I do this? Why don't I do that? Why don't I use the crafting blocks that Refined Storage puts in? Because I kind of enjoy not going by their system. But it's also the same fact of, well, if I go by their system, I could create a pattern in the system, click it, and request 25 of them. I could do that too. There's nothing wrong with doing that either. But it's all about how I choose to do it. And I think next season, we're going to do a couple things differently. We're definitely going to continue with our basic foundation of Ender.io, thermal expansion, and maybe get into Mechanism. Mechanism may be one of those mods where we use for 4 or 5 different things and never touch again. Heck, you may just want the wind turbines from it. I prefer, honestly, I do prefer Ender.io's power delivery method. It is probably the best power delivery method you could make for a mod, and it is awesome. Wiring's definitely going to be an improvement next episode. Oh, sorry, next season will be a huge improvement on wiring. It's definitely something that I want to really fix my mistakes on. But yeah. Besides that, though, there's really not a ton left. I've showed you the Mark 2s, the Mark 3s. Showed you a lot of our oil thing. This was one of the craziest things I did. Crazy long and time consuming that I will probably never do again was creating the tunnel to get to the quarry. I thought, well, let's use Railcraft just because it's Railcraft. I've never really touched too much upon Railcraft to begin with. I want something that I can do that's fun. How on earth did you spawn? I don't know, I wanted to touch upon Railcraft to really show some of the stuff you can do, the automation you can do with Railcraft. But it always needed babysat, and that's just something I didn't think I wanted to do, and I don't think a lot of people really wanted it to do, was just babysit. Like, a quarry just does this, just destroys everything. And the nice thing is we have flat bedrock. But yeah, we actually went down farther for this one, I remember that. Because we constantly had sand showing up. Oh, I remember that. I never finished getting the rest of the oil. But yeah, this was a big problem I had. Which I think this is where some of the lag spikes come from. But yeah, up here, we had a fantastic... Where's the mine? Where's the oil thing itself? Here it is. So we never finished collecting the rest of this. I think this was a small one. Yeah, it was such a tiny, small, pathetic one, too. Oh, look at that mine. Nice thing is, though, we're going to have definitely a lot better ore placement, I think. We're not going to get like 7 different versions of the ore anymore. I'm going through, before I start the next episode, well, before I start the next series, going through and really finalizing the mod pack, making sure we're not going to get a ton of extra ores that we don't want, and just do different stuff like that. So yeah, I hope you guys really enjoyed the series. Please like, please subscribe. It means a lot when you do. It means also a lot when you guys go over to Twitch and follow me on Twitch. I really appreciate it, because I do stream almost I try to like do little maintenance items, as I want to stream most of the stuff. I want to want you guys to see a lot of the work we're doing, with a lot of the work that I'm doing, so it can be nice, and everybody gets to enjoy it. Never understood. I would not understand how this happened. All this is flat, but right here. What was here? So yeah. I think real quick though, what we're going to do, we are going to go make an atomic bomb. Oh, there it is. I think we're going to go make an atomic bomb, or make the most expensive bomb ICBM can create, and we're going to blow this place up. I think that is the most responsible thing to do. I think, probably should back up this world real quick, though. Oh, it already has some backup. But yeah, because I don't think we're going to be visiting this world again. I like how I can find grains, but see what I mean? Teleporting too far just messes everything up. Miner. Oh yeah, and our little tree farm. So we finally got everything to work for once in it. I do just like the way the conduits bind together like that. It's cool to me. Alright, so let's go to ICBM. What's the most expensive mod? Contagious Sonic Explosion. Who needs a ninja to sneak up after you watch this one? Okay. Mini nuke, it can, or at least it can see as the North can get. What the Red matter explosion? Antimatter explosion? Nuclear explosion? Thermobaric? Okay, so this is a tier thing. I don't like tier things. So let's see. Chemical explosion, repulsive explosion is combined from 2 condensed explosions. Okay. So, that's a long list. Oh, I need sand. Let's make some explosions. I'm not sure how many of those I'm going to need. Okay. So, antimatter needs a nuclear explosion, which then needs a thermobaric, which needs incendiary, chemical, and repulsive. So what's an incendiary? Okay, so shrapnel. So we need to get a... Oh, we do need a chemical explosion. Oh, we need poison. Wow, that's a lot of freaking poison. Okay, so let's throw all that away. Let's see. So to make... Oh, it sucks you in. We don't want to make that. Equals no matter. That's what we want to make. An antimatter explosion. So we need a nuclear explosion, which what are we missing? We're still missing thermobarics, which we need 4 of those. And I have nothing. Nope. Oh my gosh. I sometimes really hate this, like the crap you have to go through. Like, all I'm trying to do is make a meme real quick. Okay, so we have a shrapnel. We need to make an incendiary. Oh, give me a bucket. It is a bucket. Dear God. Alrighty. I think what I need 4 of these. Okay. Let's see this. We need a nuclear, which is a thermobaric, which is chemical, incendiary. Okay, so what am I missing? Let's see. I got the incendiary, repulsive, which is just 2 condensed explosions. Okay, wow, that's awesome. So let's see. Then we need chemical. Okay, it takes a shrapnel and... Okay. Luckily I have access to a ton of water. If I can not lag for more than 5 minutes, it'd be great. Alright, not sure if I'm gonna need all that. So let's see. Alright, what are we missing? We are missing something. Chemical, that's right. So I should be able to create at least 1 of these. Thermobaric. Wait, it has an EMC, yes. Throw a thermobaric in there. And we're gonna need 4 of you. One nuclear. Alright guys. Say goodbye to our wonderful world. Let's head down to the miner. This should be fun. Now all I need to do is grab a lever. And soon we shall say goodbye. Oh yeah, the original tree farm. I love that tree farm. Oh god. Oh god. We need to get farther away. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh, the lag. The humanity. Alright. Oh, wow. We're at 2 FPS. Holy crap. Oh my gosh, this is insane. Okay, let's let some stuff settle down. Oh wow. That took out a lot more than I thought it was going to take out, to be honest. That took out a ton more. Oh, I think we're actually standing where there's technically... It took out 2. Okay. Let's see, we're still at 2 FPS. We can definitely see the crater it created, though. Oh, okay. Here's some info. Mark III is untouched. Everything else is just gone. All of our resources are just gone. I see why certain ones are banned on servers. Definitely creates a cool effect, though. I think next time, though, I think we're going to go for an underwater base. I really do think we're going to do it. But, hey guys. Oh, why are we still so laggy? Let's try this real quick. Let's try to leave the world, and we'll come back to the world. Let's just see if that works. It probably won't work, but hey, I just want to try it. Plus, I could have done this whole big skit to show you guys us destroying our base. But I just thought, you know what? Just blowing it up, being done with it. Nope, does not solve the problem at all. We're still at 2 FPS. Yeah. You can actually see on the map the amount of destruction we have caused with just one bomb. Yeah. Alright, guys. I hope you guys like the series we did today. Well, the season. I hope to catch you guys in the next one. I'll see you guys later. Have a good day.